So Lily Rose Depp, Harley Quinn, how are you? Very
Great.
good to see you.
Good to see you.
You have been best friends, right? You told me that forever, right? When did you guys first meet?
Kindergarten. Oh, yeah.
Like Jinx.
I know, Jinx. Yeah.
That's so amazing. And what do you think it is about your friendship and your chemistry that has made you friends for, I don't know, you're 16, 17, right?
16, yeah.
For 15 years.
I think just growing up together and going through like everything that you go through when you grow up, we like went through it together and everything. So that just creates like something that'll like, never go away no matter what. We're always gonna have like that connection, and like we grew up together. We were like since we were 5 until now, and like we're always gonna be friends and stuff. So like, I've known her and she's known me through like every stage of our lives and stuff. And so I think that's what makes us like our like bond so special.
Exactly, yeah. And we also like now started our careers together, and that's just like unbreakable. Like that will never change. So that is what it's really special.
And how this was your first movie, and is this your first movie too? Right. So how was that working for your dad, okay? And then for your friend's dad, like how did that come about, and was that something that you developed kind of with him? Did you talk about it with him around?
No, we filmed the scene in Tusk. It was completely unplanned. Like, Lily wasn't even supposed to be in it until the day we shot it.
Like an hour before.
Yeah, like an hour before. And we were like, that'd be so cool if like we did it together with our dads. Like how special would that be? And we just thought like, yeah, it'd be a one-time thing and then it'd be over. But then my dad, like, he loved our scene so much, like to a point that was like, what, like, okay, like we get it, you're obsessed. But then he decided to develop this whole separate story just about us two from it, and I had no idea. He was just like, hey, I wrote this script for you, and I was like, okay, awesome, like, that's awesome, thanks. So yeah, it came out of nowhere, but I'm very happy it did.
And obviously you come from families where it's been in the water since you were born. But for you, was acting always something you wanted to do? I mean, watching your dad do movies, I mean, he made like some of the greatest films when you were a toddler growing up. Was it a dream, like a fantasy to actually be in front of the camera one day?
No, I never really thought of it like I would ever do it. It was a thing that happened in my family, and like we'd move to different places and shoot different things, and it seemed like a normal thing that happened in my family, but I never thought that I would be doing that one day. And it wasn't, I wanted to be a professional bassist for a long time, which is like so different, and really weird.
Bassist as in the bass?
Yeah, no, like not this,
or this.
like an electric bass.
Wow.
I like, it was a weird dream to have, but like,
it's a great dream.
I was like so set on that, and I was like nothing else, absolutely nothing else. And then we filmed Tusk, and I was like, hey, this is actually so much more fun, and like, I'm in a very, very lucky position that, like, this is here for me, like, if I want it. My dad never really knew how to, like, involve himself in my music interest, but, like, once I was like, I want to act, he was like, I can help you with that, like, I know a thing or two. So I never really knew until Tusk, but then I was like, this is definitely what I need to do for the rest of my life.
And for you, we talked a little bit about this before. You were really, you first gravitated towards music, maybe thinking you wanted to be a singer, right?
Not in the way that Harley did. Like, Harley actually was like playing the bass and stuff and like actively pursuing it. I just like grew up just looking up to my mom so much and just thinking, like, obviously I still look up to her.
That's so funny.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like,
your mom,
obviously I still look up to her so much, and
so
she's incredible, but
so
like,
amazing.
I just wanted to be like her and stuff, so I was like, I want to be a singer too, but I think, I've really like grown up a lot, especially in the past like 2-3 years and stuff, and like, I've been finding out like what I'm interested in and what like really drives me and stuff, and I did not think I wanted to be an actor at all. I was like, this is not like, I just didn't think it was like for me or anything, because I think, I don't know, same as Harley, we both grew up so like involved in it and everything that I've never really known any different. I'm just kind of used to that environment. But I was never, it's not like I was like, oh, I really want to be an actor, and then it happened. Like, we just shot that scene in Tusk and was just like, oh, this will be like fun, and then, we could never imagine that it would have led to like all of this, but I mean, obviously we're really like lucky and happy that it happened.
And have you seen any of your dad's films? Like, obviously when you've lived them, have you gone back to watch any of them at all? Yeah.
I have not, because I have grown up with my parents being like, don't you dare watch these or you will be scarred. Like, because it's a different situation. Like, my dad writes the stuff and it's not appropriate. So, like, as a kid, they were like, please don't watch it. Please don't ever look up your dad's name. Like, just stay away from it. So I was like, okay. And that's just kind of, like, embedded in my mind. And I'm, like, too scared. I've seen Mallrats because we're going to film Mallrats. And I'm in that, so I kind of need to know. But the rest, I've heard so much about. And, like, I've seen parts of Clerks. And, like, I know it's had a huge impact on a lot of people. And I'm waiting. The moment is probably coming that I should watch it, but I've tried to stay away because that's what I've been told. But I will probably do that soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. And by the way, that was a good suggestion.
Right? Yeah.
I was going to be like, of course you've seen it, but then, oh my God, no, please not. All right, so you're going to do Mallrats. That's what you're working on next and stuff.
I don't really know when we're filming it. He's doing a few. He's filming a. Well, I'm in that also. We're filming a TV show called Hollyweed right now. So he's pretty into that right now. But Mallrats is definitely coming soon.
Mm-hmm. How's Sundance been? How's this trip up here? It's
been fun. The altitude is really getting to it. I just wish I could ski. Like, it looks so much fun. But yeah, it's been incredible. I mean, it's my first movie. Like, I've never been to a film festival like ever. Let alone for like a movie that I was in and everything. So it's just really surreal being here. I feel like it really didn't like hit me until we were like at the premiere last night, like in the press line and stuff, like doing all those interviews. I was like, wow, like I'm really at the premiere right now. Like it's all been just really surreal. I'm just kind of like going where I'm told and just being like, oh, this is cool.
Well, the love of film here is so great, and that's why you do it, right? You come up here, we deal with it. You see a million movies. No one sleeps at all, whether they're out.
I wish we could see movies.
The altitude, it's great. I haven't looked at Instagram. Have you been posting anything? Are you as active on social media? Mm-hmm. So do you guys are you all Instagram or do you do Twitter? I only follow you on Instagram, right? So it's...
Everybody thinks I have this one Twitter, and it's not mine, and it's really frustrating because they say some heinous things. It's not me. I don't have a Twitter. I only have Instagram.
Right. For the record, did you hear that? That's not her.
Yeah, it's not me.
Do you have your own filter when you're doing it, or is it really for you, like, what happens and you just click on it? Like, is it like a diary for you? Like, how do you do
Instagram? Well, for me, I found kind of recently that I've been really lucky to be in the position that I am and that I'm starting some people know who I am. Mm-hmm. So like I have a decent amount of followers. So I've recently been trying to talk about stuff that really matters to me, like animal equality and justice for animals and like how horrible bullying over social media is. So I try to use it as a platform to speak to people, which it's been really cool, and it's really gratifying to see people respond to that and say that, like, I could be a role model one day. So it's cool. I really like it. But besides that, I post a bunch of selfies, stuff like that. Good mix.
I'm not about the accounts that don't have one photo that's not of something else.
You have to keep
the balance. I mean, I agree with Harley. I think like when you're in the position that like people look at your Instagram, that people that aren't just like people that you know and stuff, you have to use that to talk about things that really matter and stuff. And obviously, like I said, Instagram really shouldn't be taken like that seriously because people get so fussy and it's really not that big of a deal.
No,
but like, I've talked about like politics and stuff like that on my Instagram, like about like Bernie Sanders and stuff like that. So that's cool.
You have? Excellent. Oh,
yeah, it's cool. I think it's cool to talk about like things that matter and like, but other than that, I just post like whatever. I feel like. I think like when you don't care, like when you don't try to like fit your photos to fit a certain like thing or whatever, like it just ends up coming out as really like who you are. Like my Instagram is just like photos that I take on my phone because like I don't know, it's just I think when you don't really think about it as much, it's so much more natural and it really comes from like the heart, and then it really
I agree. And so then it comes, you go down that.
Yeah, and then it's not stressful. Like people get so stressed about it.
Yeah,
it's
really just honestly social media, and people get like so caught up, and me too. Like I'm not being accusatory. Like I'll sit there and be like, these people are hanging out, and like I'm not there. What? It's like you get caught up, and it's like it's just this app with pictures. It's like you have to stop taking it so seriously sometimes.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it can be super destructive.
Yeah.
If it's, out of context. I have it. You're like FOMO. I had to learn what FOMO was. So I was like, wait, I have that. Why didn't I know that? Sometimes you're like, FOMO. I had to figure out what that was.